How to help someone with anxiety. 7 helpful tips. Having a friend or loved one battling with a mental health issue, no matter how mild, can be frustrating. The knowledge that sometimes you can't do more than a hug is rather painful, but it is the reality of things. However, in your own way, you could make their lives a little easier. Anxiety is a disorder that could negatively affect the life of your loved ones. Contrary to what you may think, with anxiety, you can do much more than hug. Yes, a hug is one of the most important things you can do to help, but there are 7 other tips you can try out. 1. Understand their anxiety symptoms. A mistake most people make when it comes to caring for people with mental health problems is not having an understanding of the symptoms. Understanding their symptoms would help you understand when they need your attention and what kind of care they may need at the time. Some of their symptoms may require hand-holding, some may require breathing exercises, and in some cases, you need to sit down next to them and let them get through it the way they know how to. Having a good knowledge of things will help you not aggravate their situation. 2. Let them know that you are there for them. Sometimes an anxious patient is hit with a wave of loneliness that they cannot understand. It helps to know that they have someone who is always there. To assure them that even when the symptoms go from manageable to downright embarrassing, you will always be there to hold their hands, love them, and be with them. People who suffer from separation anxiety need this reassurance more often than usual because their anxiety stems from being left alone or being away from people they are familiar with. 3. Listen to how they want to be supported. Anxiety support is not a one-size-fits-all situation. You have to listen to know what kind of support they may need. If you use a different support method than they require, you may end up aggravating their situation and making it hard for them to get through their anxiety. Sit down with them and ask them what they would like you to do when an anxiety attack comes. Or better yet, find out how you can help them not get an anxiety attack at all. It may seem strange, but they will appreciate no help at all than help that aggravates things. In dealing with someone with anxiety, having an understanding of what they want will help you do better. 4. Keep in touch always. The greatest fear of many people struggling with anxiety is waking up one day to realize that they have no one. It is not enough to tell them that you're there for them. Prove it by leaving a shameless line of communication open. An anxiety patient should always be able to reach you, and even if they cannot, they should know that you will always reach out to talk to them, laugh, and find out how they're doing or feeling. They need to talk about the things that keep them anxious, and they need you to always be there to have that conversation. 5. Talk patterns with them. An anxiety attack can be avoided when you find the patterns leading to one and stop them before the symptoms begin to fully manifest. Sit down with them and talk about their patterns. Find out what patterns begin to show up before they manifest a full-blown anxiety attack. For some people, their patterns begin with irritation at everything and anything, especially when these things don't work their way. Others may begin to have more physical reactions like nail biting or hair twirling. Once you observe these patterns, you can begin to administer support through these patterns before it gets to the point where the attack begins. Understand that while this method works, there has to be a level of trust between you and them. Not every anxiety patient would accept your, "Hey, you're heading toward that space again, why don't we take a breather?" To some of them, it may seem like an attack. 6. Work through their thoughts with them. When those anxious thoughts come, they always go to the worst-case scenario and begin to panic around it. So ask them, what is the worst that could happen? After they've given you an answer, ask them how they would naturally handle that situation if it happens. Helping them work through that probably never happening worst-case scenario will deal with their panic around it. Don't stop there. Ask them, what is the best that could happen? And help them bask in the small happiness of a best-case scenario while knowing they could handle a worst-case scenario. 7. Do not stigmatize them. Not stigmatizing people with mental health problems should be something we all know we should not do, but sometimes we forget. Consider this a reminder that it is the one thing you are not allowed to do when you have someone suffering from anxiety. While you're offering support, let them know that you don't see them differently, that they will always remain the same people to you. Do not look at them like they're crazy. And more importantly, that should never be a word that escapes from you when you're dealing with them. They already think they're crazy. Do all you can to not reassure them of that negative thought. Life is not the easiest for people dealing with anxiety, high functioning or not. The very unpredictability of life makes it hard for normal humans to get about their day without an anxious thought creeping in at some point. This is even harder for anxiety patients. Any help you render to them will be much appreciated. If you liked this video, hit the like button, share and subscribe to always be notified of more anxiety videos.